is an exciting time on the planet. It's literally an opportunity for all of us to stand in that place of knowing who we really are.
Come into the light. Global Leaders Movement. This movement is for world peace. It's possible. We can come together in women's circles around the world and join hands to co-create a new reality for our kids today. We welcome you and invite you to join us and, of course, spread the word. Thank you. Namaste. May peace prevail on earth. Adults have come into the world as the family of light. Kids today are coming in as the family of love. Holding hands together unites us in the circle of love.
My name is Joya, and it is my mission to bring a message to the world, a message of light. When you can put light into your life, into your day, into every moment, you shift the energies around you and eventually the world. Hi, and welcome to the Coronado World Peace Center here in San Diego, California. Hi, and welcome to the Baltimore World Peace Center. Hello, and welcome to Egypt. Our first Mother's Day World Peace Pilgrimage here in the Pyramid of Gyza in Cairo. A sacred tour here in LUXOR, Egypt. As you can see, anything can be a World Peace Center. For becoming a fundraiser for our Egypt trip.
Breathing in, I know that I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know that as the in-breath grows deep, the out-breath grows slow. Breathing in makes me calm. Breathing out makes me feel at ease. With the in-breath, I smile. With the out-breath, I release. Breathing in, there is only the present moment. Breathing out, it is a wonderful moment.
Art is for us to be able to see ourselves, as Shakespeare said, Hamlet says, hold the mirror up to nature so that we can recognize ourselves and the actions that we take, and we can modify our behavior and those actions so that we can be more effective, more open, and more compassionate.
And some of the artwork that we've done on our journeys, like Teotihuacan, which we'll be showing you right now, how to use this digital art, how to create it, and how to make money with it in your own personal spiritual growth. World Peace Productions leads journeys, sacred journeys, around the world in an effort to teach people about world peace and inner harmony.
This is one of the most important cities that belongs to mankind. The Master Inca decided to create a precious center to preserve their tradition, their wisdom. And this is it, just Machu Picchu, this precious center. We consider Machu Picchu as the secret and sacred center. Secret because the locals, they didn't know the city. And sacred because everything here is talking about just the soul of the land, is talking about the big wisdom of our ancestors, is present in many temples, many altars, and the respect to the ground, to the earth, which is most important. And that's going to be the message for our generation, that we don't need to destroy to create something nice. So here in Machu Picchu we are finding this example of integration, full integration with the nature, full integration with the human style of life, with everything. Here Machu Picchu we consider as a school that was a sacred place to teach to the next masters. So that means that people, they were using this place as a pilgrimage center, as happened in other societies as well. But that was the precious one, because the location made of this place something very secret and protected. In addition to this, if you want to go deeper, we are offering to you this opportunity to join us into what is a magical journey, a spiritual journey, dedicating time to discover ourselves, meditating, celebrating, doing offerings, inviting to the people to experimenting what is the shamanic path. And this is part of our mission, the important one, the most important at least, because that is making growing ourselves and also helping others to grow.
Happen that we've met before. Walk in through the crystal door. You're walking now on crystal floor, something you've not done before.
But the name Heart Star came to me before that was its energy. Oh my gosh, this energy is so powerful. A woman in New Jersey was asked to find caregivers, caretakers, guardians for these 8 small crystal skulls that were found in caves in the Himalayas by a man who was a collector of ancient relics. And for 2 years we met regularly in Glastonbury every week, and every week Thelma would bring through amazing channeled messages from Heart Star. Blessed Avalon, oh
Blessed Avalon.
oh beating heart of...
Oh, beating heart of gold, you are so very treasured. Oh, beating heart of love, you are so very treasured, both here and up above.
Yeah, the ending is so beautiful of that poem. So it was poems like that that would come through in the Glastonbury Heart Star meditation circle. They all had to do with going to the Glastonbury Abbey, where the legend is that Joseph of Arimathea, Christ's uncle, was a mined tin from Cornwall and lead from the Mendips near Glastonbury. And Glastonbury then was there were 7 islands, and so the ships could come. They'd come on the ships, land, and he'd walk up this hill, And he was Joseph Arimathea brought Christ when he was a child. And he knew the Druids. The Druids and the Celtic people loved them. And there's even proof that tin from England is in Jerusalem. You know, so after the crucifixion, you know, Joseph Arimathea, Mary Magdalene, and Mother Mary, and some of the disciples went on the ship. And that's where Mary Magdalene stayed in the south of France. That's why the whole energy of the Magdalene energy in France. And a lot of them went on to England because Joseph Arimathea knew the Druids so well, and they gave him this land, which became Glastonbury Abbey. So that was really the cradle of Christianity, was in Glastonbury, in this abbey ground. But it had become so destroyed in all this medieval time.
Yes.
You know.
I'd love to do the poem as far as I can remember it. A poem came through. The mists across the river float, and in the mist there is a boat. It carries holy men of yore, sailing to the other shore. They sail because they have a task. What it is may not be asked, but they hold the Holy Grail. That is why they have to sail.
Years ago, I was going to Teotihuacan, and I stopped first in the Temple of Guadalupe in Mexico City, walking up the hill to her temple. As I sat there, the Virgin came out of the deity. The statue came out of the deity statue in a vision, but it was so real. And she was standing on a snake, circling her feet, and holding two chalices. One chalice that went up, and one chalice that faced the earth. And the message to me was, you birth the children going down into the earth, but the way for the rebirth of the spirit must go up through the chalice of the heart. Well, I went to Teo, and Don Miguel performed a real miracle for me. He sat me on a rock that he had prepared and said, just the women go around her and the men go and witness this. As I sat on the rock and looked back, my eyes came in alignment with the sun. And it was if the sun came through me, went all the way through me, down into the earth, and as it came back, it was coming back up through my body, and I could hear the screaming until I realized it was me screaming. And I was screaming so loudly as I could scream, and I felt that I was screaming for every woman that had ever lived on the earth. In that moment, the vision returned, and I saw her with the snake dancing around her head. And it had been on her feet in the church. Now the snake is dancing around her head. And I realized that what it is love. It's all about love.
The natural world is incredibly interconnected. That human beings are by nature cooperative. That markets do not define our value and our meaning. So, and that, principally, this is the most important one, which I really liked and to which there is scientific evidence. The heart, and not the mind, is the organ which connects us to the natural world and to each other.
First of all, each person and who they really impressed with, any master, any God. Suppose some people they really like Jesus, some people they really like Mother Mary, some people they really like Buddha, and they have to pull their favorite. So they have to start to think on that.
I started to open up to the Divine Feminine in my own life. Everything got softer. The goddess really revealed herself to me, and it was synchronistic and magical.
It's like a flame. The mantras, even if you notice, if you don't notice, if you touch the flame, it burns. The mantras, the vibrations, even if you know that energy, if you don't know that energy, if you do it, it brings the happy and joy in you, the highest peace. Automatically the high healing vibrations started from your soul.
This is why the boat is headed towards the cliff. I hope, it is my dearest hope, that this will not be what happens to us, that we will crash on the rocks and go down as a species or even as a planet. I don't believe as a planet, but the species, I'm not so sure about. I hope that we do have a transformation. I think we are in need of a paradigm shift.
In Buddhism, magic is not to walk on water or to fly in the air. It is indeed miraculous to walk on earth mindfully and to attribute what Mother Earth contributes to the welfare of all.
And what are you doing here tonight?
I'm giving a lecture at the Asian Society tonight on how to overcome social ills by using Buddhism. And I'm right now a scholar in residence at Harvard University. In fact, tomorrow we have a program on social change from Buddhist perspectives.
Excellent. And if you could promote anything through this vehicle of media, what would it be for the world?
I think it is good that your video would offer something alternative for the main media, which is full of violence, full of promoting greed, making people under the control of consumerism, which means the people feel that they have lack, they need to buy in order to fulfill themselves, which is in fact not true. So if you can help people to not only think, to have time for peace, for meditation, to be self-sufficient, don't have the sense of lack, but the sense of wholeness, concentrate on being rather than having, I think that would be something great.
Don't go to Hollywood. Stay in your community. Find a group of like-minded people, actors, a director, cinematographer, editors, the people that you need to create a unit. Go out into your community and find out what stories that community needs to hear, wants to tell about itself, and make that into a film. You will then have a film.
Take my hand and we'll stand in reverie. Lift your heart and we'll start our dynasty. children of the world will rise. Oh, yeah. When mothers, brothers, sisters rise, and fathers, daughters, sons arise, then children of the world will rise. When mothers, brothers, sisters rise, and fathers, daughters, sons arise, the children of the world will rise. Mothers, brothers, sisters rise, fathers, daughters, sons arise, children of the world will rise. I'm just a little let's take it to the skies. We rise, we rise, oh we rise, yeah. Mothers, brothers, sisters rise, fathers, daughters, sons arise, children of the world will rise. You got to rise. Mothers, brothers, sisters rise, fathers, daughters, sons arise, children of the world will rise. Come on. When mothers, brothers, sisters rise, and fathers, daughters, sons arise, the children of the world will rise. When mothers, brothers, sisters rise, fathers, daughters, sons arise, children of the world will rise. We rise.
What is happening is because of these machines, it is now possible to distribute these films digitally, virally. I don't believe it will change any other way. You will always have to change one mind at a time. And it will always come from small individuals and groups. The solution is not at the governmental level. And so with all my heart, I wish all of you the best of luck. God bless.
Welcome. Welcome to Egypt. Welcome to Ibis Hotel. Welcome to VIGIL. Welcome to LUXOR. Welcome to Egypt. Welcome to Egypt. Have a good time here. Welcome. Welcome to Ibis Hotel. Welcome to LUXOR. Welcome. Welcome to Egypt. Welcome also. Welcome to Ibis Hotel. Welcome. Welcome, LUXOR.
My name is Sandra Carter. I'm a film producer and distributor based in New York City, and we sell films to over 65 countries around the world. The women are the life givers, and in essence, I believe they'll be the life savers. Let's hold hands around the world and hope that the results of our work will bring forth the fruit of peace.
When mothers, brothers, sisters rise, and fathers, daughters, sons arise, then children of the world will rise. When mothers, brothers, sisters rise, and fathers, daughters, sons arise, the children of the world will rise. Mothers, brothers, sisters rise.
Let's give peace a chance. Thank you.